Now, if I know Daniel Fark, like I know Daniel Fark, he's going to approach this game in the very same way. There won't be any tweaks in the system, no changes in the style of play. What's going on, people? Welcome back to League M for another video. Chelsea are back in action in the FA Cup at the Bridge. They are facing Leeds United. Now, this is obviously going to be a tough game after suffering a heavy loss against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. And for us to get back up to this game again, it's going to be a challenge. But it's something that we expect the players to do because, you know, we're not supposed to be hung up on just one loss. At the end of the day, it is a loss, a huge loss, but there's still more football to be played and we need to be up for it. Now, those who are well versed in the English game know that Chelsea versus Leeds is a fierce rivalry that dates back to the 1960s and was regarded as one of the most fiercely contested games in English football. And the rivalry has since died down when Leeds got relegated in the early 2000s because, you know, we were not facing each other like that anymore. I think we only faced them again when they came back into the top flight again, and you could see that the rivalry was still there. It resurfaced when they came back, but then they got relegated again. And this will be the first time since they got relegated that we faced them. And it will be our first meeting in the FA Cup since the final in 1970, which we won. I might just make a video about that, maybe when they come back though. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a video about our rivalry and maybe if we can cover like other iconic rivalries. Leeds United are having a very good season in the championship. They are second in the championship and they come into this game with good form as well, having not recorded a single loss since the turn of the year, and they've been winning this entire month. So, you know, they're coming into this game full of confidence. They're going to be up for it. They're in good form, and that is something we should keep in mind when facing Leeds, because when they went down, I figured they'd be one of the teams that, you know, are going to come back. I think they're in that era where they're just, you know, in between. If they come back and they have a good season, they will stay up, but then if they have a very horrible season, they will go down again. But the championship, they're too good for the championship, so they will come back. And because of that, I think we should treat them like a Premier League side. We should not underestimate them because they can easily hurt us themselves. They do have, you know, a crop of good players and some good individual players as well in Serencho, Somerville, Daniel James. Those are some of the players that we should be on the lookout for. Those are some of Leeds' dangerous players. Leeds are a team who play an attractive position-based attacking style of football. It's aided by a good high press under Daniel Fark. And I think it helps that they were playing a similar style under Marcelo Bielsa. Even though his methods were much more aggressive, I think they were better suited to play this kind of football under Daniel Fark as well. And it shows on the pitch because they are just having a very good season this season. Now, if I know Daniel Fark, like I know Daniel Fark, he's going to approach this game in the very same way. There won't be any tweaks in the system, no changes in the style of play. They're definitely going to want to get on the front foot against us, and they're going to want to look to dominate the possession and just try to break us down themselves. I mean, maybe we can expect a few changes, but I think the core principles will still remain. After losing the Carabao Cup final the way that we did, we might be vulnerable. So it's very important that we are up for a fight on Wednesday night because this game is definitely going to be a fight. Leeds are not going to just waltz in there and try to maybe sit back and wait for mistakes. They're going to take the game to us, and they're going to do everything that they can to best us and advance into the next round. So this is the starting 11 that I think we're going to see. Petrovic in goal. I think I want to see him keep his position, but you know, I have a feeling that he might be rested and Sanchez might play, but Petrovic is the guy that I want to see between the sticks. Right back, Malo Gusto. Centre backs, Axel Disasi and Levi Colwill. Left back, Ben Chilwell. The back line is where I don't expect to see some wholesale changes, maybe one or two. I think maybe Ben Chilwell might be the one that is rested, but if not, then that'll be the back four. In midfield, I'm going with Moises Caicedo and Conor Gallagher as the double pivot. Conor Gallagher actually plays very well in that pivot position. That is where I personally prefer him. And I think Enzo will be rested for this game. They have another game coming up in the weekend against Brentford, and I think, you know, Pochettino will be having that in mind as well. In the 10 position, I'm going with Cole Palmer. Because Christopher Nkunku is injured, I was actually going to go with him to play behind the striker, but since he's injured, Cole Palmer will be the one to play in the number 10 role. I think it would be better for him to play there in this game instead of in the right wing, because then there won't be as much, you know, defensive responsibilities. Because we are very short-staffed in midfield, I think we're going to see a lot of rotation. Left wing, I'm going with Mikhailo Mudryk. Right wing, I'm going with Noni Madueke. I think in those positions, we're definitely going to see players rested, or if not moved. Those are the players that I think are going to come in for us. And I think, you know, they can actually have a good game if they start the game and just get into the game very well. If they see the ball, they can actually make things happen. And up top, I'm going with Nicholas Jackson. Because we don't have another option, and because I don't want to see Cole Palmer play in the false 9 position, I actually suspect that he might. I hope not, but Nicholas Jackson is the one I'm going for to lead the line. And as for the score predictions, I'm going to continue being optimistic and say that we're going to win this game. I'm going for 2-1 Chelsea. All we need to do is just finish the many chances that we create. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'd very much like to hear your thoughts on the game that's coming up, how it's going to pan out, what are your score predictions, and how do you think Chelsea will fare against Leeds? Let me know in the comments. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe if you're new, and thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one. Keep it M.